All right, welcome everybody to the YakShaver Sprint Review and Retro for Sprint 101. Let's jump right into the email. So one of our sprint goals was to make the intro permissions optional on the portal wizard, and we have done that in this sprint.
Why did you want that?
That is in preparation of the MCP app to connect it with the portal, and we want to have the Entra permission. They are currently basically blocking users who do not have the who have not an organizational account. So, and we currently only support at this stage the Microsoft login, and it's required for them. And most people get stuck on that. So
the MCP version only supports Entra at the moment, right?
Correct.
And if you make them optional, are you supporting more auths? We
will support more auth authentication methods, and we will make a change to the Entra permission in general, because currently we ask for a whole bunch of permission in one block. And we want to split that up because, for example, the searching the Active Directory or the user list is only required if we want to import that.
Right.
But not all users who will use YakShaver may want to import at the beginning all their users and projects.
Right.
So that will be basically deferred so that they can finish the port, the YakShaver wizard.
Okay.
And then,
Can you just put in brackets to support extra auths? I think that would have saved my questions. To support, to allow, to support extra auth, Okay.
Yeah.
And who did most of that work?
This particular step was very easy. I did that with Copilot because it's just making it optional.
Sure.
There's a whole bunch of follow-up work that we need to do in the next sprint for that. Any other questions so far? Okay, then let's continue. I'm just double checking the attendees by, I think, Lewis and the rest should be correct. The timesheet, this sprint, it was just Willow and me working, so we had a skeleton crew on YakShaver this sprint.
Wow.
Isn't Baba working 1 day a week?
Correct.
Where's
yes. I think the timesheet is not updated, maybe.
Right.
Okay, but shouldn't you pick that up when you were talking before?
Yeah, I didn't notice this one.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will update that before I send out the.
Okay.
Okay, let's jump into the PBIs that we've done. So as I said, our sprint goal, we made the Entra permission optional. We fixed some Mac Intel support with Griffin because it's running in all the MacBook, so that works now as well.
Was that necessary to do that? Like, wouldn't you prefer just to support all modern stuff and just say it's unsupported?
It was very easy to fix.
Was it? Okay.
It was more or less one.
Can I ask about the robot emoji there?
Yeah.
That means that you attempted to use Copilot for all those ones, right?
Correct. So yeah,
how do we know if you were successful with Copilot without any code changes by vibe coding it all the way?
I guess the person. So from the title, we don't know that. We just put the emoji there if we attempted to do it. If it was successful or not, either the person will speak about it and mention it. If we don't go through that particular PBI, then yeah, we.
How do you feel about investigating an extra status that says green tick, robot emoji done? So that indicates you vibe coded it all the way.
In the status, yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Should be easy to have a GitHub action or whatever that just checks the commit history. Did a person manually commit to this bit of work or not. And if they didn't, then it was all done by AI. They could automatically do that.
Yeah, we can definitely have a look. Yeah, for this sprint, we will, I guess, just talk about it, and then next sprint we will try to implement.
Could you talk about after this meeting and then just decide if you want to have an extra status or not? It's fine if you don't, but just discuss it.
Yeah,
Because it does strike me as you'd know straight away you attempted vibe coding and you were successful vibe coding.
yeah, I think it's useful to do it as long as it's not a lot of effort to get that information. I think.
Yeah, sure.
it'll be fine.
Yes.
The next one, there was a bit of an annoying bug. Multiple update ready pop-ups were shown. Baba, I hand it over to you to just give us a brief summary of that one.
Yeah, this one was reported from canary testing, and it was spamming this update ready, even user selects later option. So I fixed that, and now when user selects later, it doesn't show this pop-up until the next session of the app, until the next restart of the app.
Cool. And that is for Mac and Windows, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Any questions on this PBI?
No, that's cool.
Okay, let's get back to the email. The next big one was the Jira preset MCP server that Willow implemented, and Willow will give us a quick rundown on this feature.
Yeah, sure. So before, if we want to connect to Jira MCP server, we need to add that manually, and there are a lot of steps, and we have some like more settings to do. So right now we make it preset, and users can just click this connect button, and we have this guide to let users know which domain they need to add and give them the link they should to action on. Yeah, that's all for this PBI.
Yeah, and Willow created also a done video. You have seen that, Adam, and gave some good feedback on that one.
Yep.
And yeah, she will address it in the next sprint and record a new version for.
And send it live.
Yep.
Yep.
But you want to see it before, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Callum, any questions on that?
No, that is cool. That was, by the way, one of the main reasons we were doing this MCP thing was to support other systems like Jira. So it's very nice that we've confirmed that.
Yeah. And the UI is pretty good.
Yeah. And yeah, these were obviously also done with Copilot.
Yeah. Oh, by the
Then
way,
the
this
next-
one, like, yeah,
Yeah, Willow, go ahead.
this one, like, I use Copilot to do all the things. Like, I didn't do any code changes, so any code changes is made by the prompt. So yeah.
Any questions on this one?
Nope.
Well, I have just an addition on this feature. So the built-in tools or MCP servers, they are required for YakShaver to work. And I think for next sprint, what we're planning is to make them by default enabled and hidden, because they are always enabled, and automatically whitelist the tools.
Right.
So the user doesn't get bombarded with the inbuilt MCP tool.
Yeah. That's confusing.
Yeah. Then the next one, there's also a big one. We had a bug with the subscription credits not being resetting on renewal on the portal. And Baba, I hand it over to you to give us a summary on that one.
Yes, so in our backend, in subscription renewal logic, it was skipping resetting the credits, and I fixed that bug. And now, whenever existing subscriptions are being renewed, it will check and it will reset the credits.
Any questions on this one?
Have we communicated with the customer who was experiencing that issue?
Yes, so we manually reset that on the day and let him know. And yeah, then we looked for the issue and fixed this one.
Yeah, Tom, I think after this call, we can send a message to the customer that was asking about this issue.
Yep.
Okay.
Just saying it should be all good now.
Yeah. We keep still an eye on it. So on our staging should renew in 3 days on the 19th. So we double check.
Right.
That's
So
not
do you want to do
problem.
that first before you communicate?
I think so, yes.
Okay,
I want to
great.
make sure that it properly does it.
Right.
That was pretty much all for this sprint. We had some smaller UX and UI fixes as well, which we assigned to Copilot. And yeah, most of them were going through without any intervention. I think except one, I had to make one manual change on this one.
Do you think you noticed that you got through more stuff because you were using Copilot to tackle a bunch of these videos?
I think so, yes. As long as it's very easy to, I would say, compile or visualize in your head when you do the review, that's fairly easy then. But there were some more complex scenarios like this particular PBI where you have to download the code and test it and simulate this to see how the UI changes. But yeah, if
But for ones like that,
straightforward-
then using Bobber's release preview feature is speeds things up, doesn't it? Or
in
no?
this particular, not really, because I needed to simulate errors. So I had to make some code changes, throw
Right.
errors to
That's it.
see how it,
Manufacturing
yeah.
error.
correct. Because otherwise it would just
You don't want to
success and then I can't
Okay.
see the change.
But in general,
But in general, yes, definitely.
cool.
Yeah, let's move on to the code coverage. So we have an increase in 0.1%. That's due to mainly our work focusing on the desktop app and rarely on the portal currently. That reflects in our production releases for the portal as well. We had only one, because we made only one little change there. And we had 5 production releases on the desktop app. Any questions so far? Good, I move on. The application health overview for the last 7 days. We had a few, let me zoom out a little bit so we get the whole picture in. We had a few 500 errors and availability issues, but it sounds scary. It's actually not that much scary because they were just health check issues. Some of our clients, they were not renewing properly on the first attempt, but then the retry functionality that we implemented fixed them up. I double checked today all of the clients and all of the status are marked as healthy. The failed requests are the 400 errors is the same. We have just some random scripts that try to scan for config files and PHP endpoints and things like that. It's pretty much the standard there. Nothing to worry about. Any questions?
No.
Is that why all the failed request spikes are suspiciously the same height? Some sort of script just running the same.
Yes.
Yeah, so that will also spike for the health check, because if the health check, one of the clients, if they don't renew, then we return a 500 error.
Right.
So a health check is causing you to have fail requests.
So as part of the health check, we double check that all our tenants, their subscription renews, migrations are up to date.
Right.
And if one of them returns as unhealthy, then the request itself, the health check request, returns a 500 error.
Right. Okay.
Which I'm a bit hesitant about as well, because technically the health check endpoint was successful. It should return a 200 error, and the failed request that the client or tenant didn't renew, probably we should deal in a different way. Probably the 500 error there should return, or it should be separated. Because right now it looks like, yeah, YakShaver was down, which it actually wasn't.
Is that something you want Bubba to take a note of? Is there anything?
Yes, I think we should have a look and think about it if there's a better way in representing that. Baba, can you take a note for that, please? Thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to the monthly usage. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So we can see Lewis, who's an ex-YakShaver member, because currently he's working on other products. He's exclusively using now the desktop app instead of the Teams app, because all of his new shaves were done on the desktop app. Then we have on second spot Michael. I had a chat with him today to use the desktop app more because he finished our canary testing, and obviously we want him to continue testing or using the desktop app. Then we have Costa on third spot, Willow, who's of course on the YakShaver team, and Griffin as well, place 5. He prefers the Teams app for now. One of the reasons is that the YakShaver inbuilt tools that keep popping up, and he was confused about it. And
Did you explain the whitelist functionality?
I did.
Did you have any thoughts on that?
From the UX perspective, basically similar to what I said, like a user who's maybe not as familiar with the AI landscape, MCP tools, etc., they're gonna use it and it's gonna be like, oh, what is this?
Right. So that's why we're addressing it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then we have Joffrey. I think Joffrey would be maybe a next good candidate to use for the canary testing because he hasn't, as you can see.
Oh, he has another canary test.
Yeah.
Good. Let's do it.
I think he was one of the first canary testers.
Maybe, might be. But
Well, in that case, either way, let's reach out to him and
yeah, because
either
he has,
introduce him or ask him why he's not using it.
yeah, and then we have Thiago, Ben, Eddie, and Chloe. Any questions on this so far?
No.
Very good. Then I hand over the product roadmap to Willow. We zoom out a little bit.
Okay, so for the Epic, we have the YakShaver desktop app. There's the increment is -4, so we have done some, but we have added more PBIs. And we have some increment for the auth migration. This is related to the Android permission, the more auth options. And we can scroll down and we have done a little bit for the client tenant setup. There's 1% increment. Yeah. Any questions about the
No,
roadmap?
that's good. That's good.
Before we
Okay.
move on, Callum, we had this script that Willow prepared, right, to reorder the epics.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably something we need to look at
Right.
maybe after the.
Have you had a look at the results?
I'm not sure if Willow was able to test it.
Yeah, I think I will test on test repo first and then do a dry run on our YakShaver repo and then see how it goes.
Yep. Once you get a dry run, we can have a look at the results and make sure they make sense.
Yeah, sure. Okay, and then the backlog stats. So for YakShaver, we have 59 new PBIs in the last 30 days, and 49% of them are labeled with YakShaver. We have done 28, and the net change is plus 31. And for the YakShaver desktop app, we have 37 new PBIs. and 65% of them are labeled with YakShaver. We have done 26, and the net change is +11. And for the R&D part, we didn't do any R&D related PBIs this sprint. Any questions about these two parts?
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Willow. And I hand over to Baba to continue with the next sections.
And while he's doing that, can you bold the ones that they use the most? So Callum, what's the one you use primarily?
Claude Code.
Yep. All right. So bold that guy, and he's clearly on a paid version. Yeah. So Tom, put your one. You're using the Copilot CLI more than Claude Code. You're not even using Claude Code.
Well, I'm not paying for it.
Right. I see. Yeah.
Technically, this is paid.
help out.
I had only 1 week free from Eddie. He gave me like a 1 week trial, which was pretty good. But I'll wait until the MDN subscriptions renewal runs out.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
Lewis, what's your primary?
I'm using Claude Code. Claude Code with Claude Opus 4.6.
Yeah, let me change it because that's not
Oh, and Tom, I'd take the $sign off yours.
mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say Opus?
Yep.
With 4.6?
Yep.
All right, Steven is on holidays. Rick is not available here. Baba?
For me, OpenCode Kimike 2.5.
Willow?
Copilot.
With Sonnet?
Yep.
Teams not here, it's fine. All right, Baba, I hand it back to you for the text
Okay.
stats.
Okay, so for tenant stats from last week, for non-SSW only, we had total number of tenants 57 with 1 increase. Total number of tenants that completed setup is none. And we have contacted 2 tenants in this sprint. And total number of shares is 4, and it decreased from last week by 6. And total number of MCP shares is 0. Do you have any questions on this part?
Oh, good.
So let's move to the.
Has anyone communicated with any of the clients, tenants?
Yes.
Right. Are there?
Sent to you
And
guys.
who's that?
One, I don't know now out of my head. I need to double check.
Can
I
you?
think, well, which font? You sent us a request over the website.
Yeah, I think you should, Tom, since you don't have the others, I think you've got to reach out to them and check how you're going.
Okay. So let's move to the AI stats. We'll take a look for cloud stats later at the end of the meeting. So let's see GitHub Copilot stats. So in terms of most speakers, Tom, followed by Willow and myself. And if you scroll down, please. Main issue completed in the sprint. The sprint goal was met by making the enter permission step optional in the wizard, allowing users to skip it with follow-up refactoring planned next sprint. So this is pretty accurate. So we have it here. And now let's move to this retrospective. So what went well? Tom commented that lots of PBIs done with Copilot and lots of PBIs done despite skeleton crew. I commented that some of the PBIs from canary testing were addressed in the sprint, such as annoying update ready pop-up spam. And Tom and Willow commented that Willow added the Jira MCP server and did a done video. There is nothing didn't go well in the last sprint. And about what needs to improve, Tom said might need to track insights how clients come to the portal through Team Store or website for marketing purpose. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, just on that note, so since we had a new client register on the portal, which all the information was in Russian, it would be interesting to see like how did they find their way into the portal and how did they sign up? Because at the moment, I don't think we track that, so we don't know if they came through the Team Store, they found the app there, installed it, and then got redirected to the portal, or if they go there from our website, etc. So it would be interesting to see.
Right. Okay. Good. Now, with the planning, I know you're about to do the planning now. Willow, do you have any like? I would obviously like you to finish the video for YakShaver on this team, but there is also Tiger where you have a video to do there as well. As soon as you finish this one here for this team, are you able to switch to Tiger and get that video finished?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All right. So let's get this video for YakShaver on the channel so it's clear.
Okay.
All right, cool. That was everything for the retro and review of 101. And now we are looking at the sprint planning for next week, sprint 102. Let me update the attendees. So correct. So for next sprint, the sprint goal will be the Entra model graph capabilities. That's basically splitting the missions up. Because currently we just ask like a whole bunch of them in one go. And the Jira done video v2. And to make it public as well.
And that's by Willow, right?
Sorry?
That's by Willow?
Yes. So we will try to finish the remaining UX suggestions from Ben next sprint. And then we look at the prompt manager. That was one of the requests that you had for the Jira video. This is the model Entra graph capabilities, which is one of the sprint goals that we mentioned. We want to look at that. And the rest of the PBIs are primarily as well coming back from the suggestions that you guys had from the video that Willow had. So we will look at all of them as well. Any questions or comments on that? That's good. Awesome. Then let's go to the next steps and I hand that to Barbara to discuss now the plot and Copilot results. So
okay, let's take a look first. Copilot stats. Main item to do next, refactor the enter permissions flow into phased capability-based permissions, a larger refactor plan for the next sprint. And this matches with our sprint goal.
Meant to be intra permissions.
it should be Entra, yes.
Enter permissions, yeah. But it's missing another our goal, which is Jira done video v2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move to cloud stats. Could you please?
You mean Tiger?
Tiger, yeah. So most of the stuff from here is all over the card on the summary. So could you please scroll down to the hard truths? So Tom is simultaneously tech lead, scrum master, product knowledge holder, and top code contributor. If he gets pulled to client work next sprint, YakShaver ceremonies and delivery both stop. The next hard truth is the backlog is growing at nearly 2x, the completion rate plus 31 net PBIs, and nobody in the meeting acknowledged it as a problem. So these are hard truths. And let's go to the timeline. Timeline is pretty much same with GitHub Copilot stats. So let's go to the people roles. Okay, so team dynamics. Participation. Tom, I asked draw 100% of transitions and topic changes. Neither Willow nor Baba ever initiated a topic shift unprompted. Collaborative moments only in the MCP auto-approve discussion and the failed chef retry discussion. Okay.
Sorry, can you just comment about that? Because it's neither Willow nor Baba initiated a topic shift unprompted. Is that true, Baba? Is it a problem?
I don't recall that happened. I'm not sure.
Did you
Why
change
you-
the topic at any point?
Yeah.
If not, then I guess it didn't happen.
I'm just wondering why you read it out as something interesting if you're not even sure whether it happened.
Neither Willow nor initiated topic shift unprompted.
Okay, you hadn't
Yeah.
actually prepared before reading this.
Yeah, I didn't take a look at this team dynamics.
Yeah, sorry, we only want you to call out things that you
Mhm.
think are useful or interesting. Obviously, we can read this ourselves. We want you to call out what's good on it.
Okay.
I don't want you to just pick random things and read a sentence.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Willow, did you find that you ever initiated a topic shift? Like, did you interrupt? Did you say we've had enough talking about this?
I think we're just in the flow that Tom go through all the things, and for each PBI that he will
Okay.
start a question and we discuss about that. So I think Baba and I didn't start a question in the middle point. Yeah.
I guess Baba is speaking less than Willow because he's working less. He's got less to talk about.
I think the problem is that I consume too much oxygen. So I was
Okay.
talking maybe too much.
Yeah, let's continue with AI stats. So for Tom,
Sorry.
strengths, strengths ran all 3 ceremonies efficiently in under 55 minutes with thorough preparation. And for the feedback, facilitate others to present more. 70% airtime is monologue, not collaboration. Pre-prepare board navigation and email templates to eliminate dead air. And Willow strengths presented features with clear before-after framing, quick, confident estimates, knows the code base well. Feedback, replace 30 plus agreement tokens with substantive additions. You build the MCP features. Push yourself to lead those discussions, not just agree.
All right, so Baba, you just read every single point down that list.
Yeah.
Very fast. We don't want that. We want you to just read the very important parts.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you haven't read it, you haven't read it. Let's just skip past this. The other thing is I would find this very hard to present this when somebody else is controlling it. You know, you can say, hey, Tom, in the middle there, can you select the first paragraph, please? Do that. And then it's clearer. You're going to have to direct that. So you can see that Tom didn't even select the paragraph I meant. So it's better to take control and do it yourself.
I was testing you guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it is difficult. And you definitely, you know, you're at a small part of the meeting and Tom's been running this meeting. You can definitely take charge of the part that you're going to talk about. Okay.
Okay. And the last one, myself, let's take a look at the feedback. Ask more questions like the retry one throughout the meeting, not just for your PPIs. Okay. That's all. Insights. Let's go to the insights. I think this is pretty much same with which we record in the summary. And trends. Team trajectory. I think this is also pretty much there. Let's take a look. Recurring issues. The graveyard. So enter permissions complexity spiked on. PPIs created. Execution not started. Has a smell of zombie initiative. So this enter permissions was taking like a lot of sprints. That's why maybe AI pointed this out. And yeah, that's all. Do you have any questions on this AI stats, Adam? Callum?
No. Okay.
Cool. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Baba. That was pretty much it. That was everything for the sprint planning, and we will upload that meeting to our SSW YakShaver YouTube channel, where you can watch it there. Thank you everyone for your time, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
You.
All right. Okay.